Hello students, hope all of you are safe and fine. So today we will do a bit study. So our topic is e-commerce, which is your paper BBA 404. So first we should know what is a commerce. A commerce refers to all the activities, the purchase and sale of goods or services, which includes the marketing, sales, payment, fulfillment of other activities of the business and the customer service. On the other hand, electronic commerce is doing commerce with the use of computers, networks, and different commerce enabled softwares more than just online shopping. So, this is the brief history. On 1970s, the electronic fund transfer, the EFT, which was first used by the banking industry to exchange account information over secure networks. Later, 1970s and early 80s, the EDI came into application. Then in the 1990s, there was a big boom in the e-commerce market. The www on the internet provides easy to use technology for information publishing and dissemination. So it results cheaper to business, economies of scale, in the economics, and it enables diverse business activities. There are different kind of e-commerce applications we have. One is called the SCM or the supply chain management. Then the online videos, the remote banking, or we know the e-banking, the net banking, the procurement and purchasing, the online marketing and advertising, the home shopping, and the electronic auctions. For an e-commerce infrastructure, we should have a net connection, means the internet, the LAN, the WAN, the routers, the different peripherals, the telecom, cable TV, wireless, etc. So these are the main part of the e-commerce. So without this infrastructure, we cannot have the e-commerce. And then for the different applications like HTML, XML, email, HTTP, the different protocols, we know the what HTTP is, the hypertext transfer protocol. So these are the softwares which we should have. And the other common infrastructures are the security protocols, the authentication, the electronic payment system, the different information directories, the catalogs, etc. So then the main elements of e-commerce, the consumer shopping on the web, which is known as the business to customer. Then we have the B2B, the B2C, the C2C, the government to government, the different supplier, inventory distribution, payment management, and the financial management, purchasing products, and the information. Now, what are the different advantages of e-commerce? In today's world, we cannot run a business or we cannot run an organization simple by doing the commerce. We should have the e-commerce with us. Like you people, when you are learning, we have the PDF, we have the mobiles, we have the social security sites. You have your student portals, your student forums from where you can download all your notes. You are paying the college fees in the online, and some colleges and universities they have the online examination, and also you can look your result in online. So these all are the including in the e-commerce. It increases sales, obviously, the reach narrow market segments in geographically dispersed location, and it creates virtual communities. Then it decreases the cost, the handling of the sell inquiries, providing price quotes, determining product availability. So all these. So if we don't have the e-commerce, they should have the higher cost, which is actually attracting a lower profit for a business. Then we have the space. But apart from those advantages, we have also some disadvantages too. The loss of ability to inspect products from remote locations. It is not possible a person who is living in a far village district where we don't have any electricity or internet connection to do the e-commerce. Then rapidly developing pace of the underlying technologies, difficult to calculate return on investment, and different cultural and legal impediments. Now, what is the process of e-commerce? Now, there may be some computers, there may be some networks, but what the actual process is? It first they attract the customer through advertising and marketing, then interact with the customer through catalogs and negotiations, then handle and manage the orders. We know the order capture, the payment, the transaction, the fulfillment, and at last react to customer inquiries, means the after sales service, which is also known as the supply chain management or the CRM, the customer relationship management. Now look at this. This is the whole web-based e-commerce activities. Here we have the tier one, the phase one, the client. Then the information of the client is actually stored in the web server. Then an application server actually fetch the data from the web server and they give the database server. The total process is controlled by the DMS or the database management system. Now here are the different e-commerce technologies we have. We have internet, we have mobile, the web architecture, the programming, the data exchange, multimedia, and there is also the cryptography. You know what is the cryptography? We will learn later. Then the watermarking and the payment systems. So an infrastructure includes the internet, the main part, then the www, and then the web architecture. Now there are different kind of softwares we should use at the time of e-commerce. It should be functional. It should be performance-based. Should be secure, reliable, available to all, and scalable, means quantified. Now this is creating and managing content, means the what the customer see, different faces, the tools, the multimedia presentation, the data, and the programming part, the HTML and the XML, means the extended markup language. Then the category portion, we will come to this later. Now these are the payment systems of an e-commerce. Now what is the role of a payment? There may be cash, that is widely acceptable, anonymous, and no buyer transaction cost. There may be online system, credit card, smart cards, and internet payment system means electronic cash or digital wallets, the e-wallets, the e-cash, the micro payments, the small payments like the mobile recharge, and the wireless devices. Now, what is a transaction? Normally, we know that if there is any event, if there is any monetary factor, that is known as a transaction. Here, transaction means in e-commerce there should be a buyer and seller, the transaction of goods and services in respect to payment. So there may be transaction in e-commerce, overview of transaction processing, the high level systems, the replication and scaling, and the implementation. The other system components are the tax system, the shipping and handling, the search engine, the data mining, the intelligent agents, the inventory management system or the ERP, the information system planning, and the CRM. So what we have learned basically is an overview of the e-commerce, the role of internet and www in the e-commerce, the e-commerce software building blocks. There are different kind of softwares, the scalability, the high performance servers, the web caching, the basic portion of cryptography, which we will learn later, about those bitcoins and other currencies, the security, the watermarking, the firewall security system, and the payment system. So e-commerce is basically a commercial activities which is actually controlled by different electronic medium. There should have internet, there may be some mobile softwares, there may be www means the world wide web. There should have some protocols which is actually controlling the data transfer between the client and the server. There may be a DBMS system. There should be a DBMS system. There should be a security softwares. There should be firewalls. There should be a cryptography system. There should be some watermarking for the security purpose and the payment system. The payment system should include the online payments, the net banking, the e-wallet, the e-cash, and the other digital options. So hope we have cleared the basic concept of the e-commerce. In the next class, we will learn the different e-commerce business models. So that's it. Happy learning. Thank you.